Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivara Yashodanandana Braja Jananandana Yashodanandana Braja Jananandana Yamuna Gira Vanachari Yamuna Gira Vanachari Jaya Madhava Kunda Vihari Jaya Madhava Kunda Vihari Jaya Madhava Kunda Vihari
Alle til det forsamlede indgivende. Alle til det forsamlede indgivende. Alle til det forsamlede indgivende. Alle til Sri Krishna. Namo Vishnu Krishna. Namaste. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Vi læser her fra Srimad Bhagavatam 6. bog, kapitel nummer 4, The Hamsakuya Prayers, og tekst nummer 5. Jo. Ja. Det er så 3. 11. 13. 12.
13. Det er ikke 2012.
Nej, 3. 12. 2013.
Nå ja, den har jeg ikke måske.
Ja, ingen katastrofe.
Nu ved vi det i hvert fald.
Så Drumebhya Krujamana Te Tapatibhiti Manyava Mukata Vayum Agnim Cha Sasruju Tat Didakshaya Drumebhya Krujamanaste
Drumebhya Krudayamanaste Tapodipita Manyava Mukato Vayum Agnim Cha Sasri Justa Didikshaya Drumebhya Krujamanaste
didikshaya
Sasvijustadidikshaya Drume Vyakrudhyamanaste Tapodipita-manyava Mukhato vayum agnim cha Shasrajustadidikshaya Drume Vyakrudhyamanaste Tapodipita-manyava Mukhato vayum agnim cha Sasvijustadidikshaya
Drume Vyakrudhyamanaste
Tapodipita-manyava
Mukhato vayum agnim cha
Sasvijustadidikshaya Drume Vyakrudhyamanaste Tapodipita-manyava Mukhato vayum agnim cha Sasvijustadidikshaya
Rumebhya unto the trees
unto the trees
Krudhyamana being very angry they the 10 sons of Prachinabarhi
the 10 sons of Prachinabarhi Tapodipita-manyava
whose anger was inflamed because of long austerities.
whose anger was inflamed because of long austerity. Mukta from the mouth, Vayum
wind,
Agnim
fire,
Jha
and
Sasraju they created Tat those forests Didikshaya
with a desire to burn. Translation: because of having undergone long austerities in the water, the Prachetas were very angry at the trees. Desiring to burn them to ashes, it generated wind and fire from their mouths. Purport: here the word Tapodipita-manyava indicates that persons who have undergone severe austerity, tapasya, are endowed with great mystic power as evinced by the Prachetas, who created fire and wind from their mouths. Although devotees undergo severe tapasya, however, they are vimanyava and sadhava, which means that they are never angry. They are always decorated with good qualities. Bhagavatam 3:25-21 states, Didikshava karuni ka surida sardevinam adyatta satrava shanta sadhava sadhushana. A sadhu, a devotee, is never angry. Actually, the real feature of devotees undergo tapasya, austerity, is forgiveness. Although Vaishnava has sufficient power in tapasya, he does not become angry when put into difficulty. If one undergoes tapasya but does not become a Vaishnava, however, one does not develop good qualities. For example, Hiranyakashipu and Ravan also performed great austerities, but they did so to demonstrate their demoniac tendencies. Vaishnava must meet many opponents who are preaching the glories of the Lord, but Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu recommends that they not become angry while preaching. Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has given this formula: Trinada Pisu Nityana Tara Apasihishnana Amanina Mamadena Kirtaniya Sadahari. Once you chant the holy name of the Lord in a humble state of mind, thinking yourself lower than the straw in the street, one should be more tolerant than a tree, devoid of all sense of false prestige, and should be ready to offer all respect to others. In such a state of mind, one can chant the holy name of the Lord constantly. Those engaged in preaching the glories of the Lord should be humbler than grass and more tolerant than a tree. Then they can preach the glories of the Lord without difficulty. Tumibhya Prujamanaste Tapodipita Manyavaha Mukato Vayam Agnim Ja Sasridyusta Didikshaya. Because of having undergone long austerities in the water, the Prachetas were very angry at the trees. Desiring to burn them to ashes, they generated wind and fire from their mouths. Om Magyaram Randasya Kanandana Salakya Chaksumyutam Yena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha Mukham Karoti Vachalam Pangum Angati Yat Kripa Taranam Vande Sri Gurum Dinatarinam No Vishnupadaya Krishna Prestaya Bhutaya Bhakti Vedanta Swami Namaste Saraswati Devam Go Vancha Kalpatulubhishta
Prikashulubhya Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha.
Jai Shri Krishna
Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Radha Shri Vasudhi Gaur Bhaktivinoda
Hare
Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare Ram
Ram Ram Hare Hare.
So I guess we should speak English for your sake. So here, we have, I'm not completely sure how to interpret it in particular context of the Prachetas, but it's been pointed out that they came out of the water, and then they saw the land completely covered by trees, and then they became angry, and with their anger they generated wind and fire from their mouths and eyes, and they would burn most of the trees. We'll hear that over the next verses. And Prabhupada, here in the purport, talks about how austerity performed by non-devotees generate anger, whereas devotees, even if they perform severe austerities, they do not become angry, but rather become soft and forgiving by performing austerities. So I'm not sure exactly how to interpret that, because we know the Prachetas actually are great devotees. They had direct audience, darshan, with the Supreme Personality of Godhead. We heard that in the fourth canto. That was it the last chapter of the fourth canto, about how the Prachetas, they actually saw Krishna or Vishnu directly. And so there's no question about that. They actually are, they are great devotees, and whatever austerities they did was simply done for the satisfaction of Krishna. So one way to understand their anger is also that it's not that devotees do not become angry, but they become appropriately angry. They become angry when, for the service of Krishna, then they will become angry. Lord Chaitanya himself became angry at Jagai and Madai, and Hanuman was angry at Ravana. Arjuna was also, Krishna made him angry. He didn't want to go into fight, but Krishna made him angry. And there's so many examples. Also Prabhupada would sometimes become angry. So, it's not that there's no anger in devotional service, but this anger is for Krishna. It is favorable for Krishna's service. That's actually how do we assess if something is material or not material, if it's material or spiritual. Actually, it's very simple. Is it favorable for Krishna's service or not? If it's favorable, then it is actually spiritual, transcendental. If it's unfavorable, then it is material. Very, very simple to understand. So sometimes the anger is very useful. Anger is, generates also energy and strength, and so sometimes we can use that anger, that strength, just to have more energy to perform devotional service. In anger, one can go through someone actually becomes angry, you know, you can suddenly strength to, you know, to do, you know, maybe twice as much strength as you normally would do with an angry person. You know, you don't want to be close to an angry person because even though it might be, you know, he or she might be a little, you know, person physically, with anger, they can be very, very dangerous, very powerful. So, and we know that also with the subjects, you know, if somebody sometimes become angry, but you know, I had a month or two ago, something like that, I became very angry on the street. I had a woman, and she started blaspheming the Krishna consciousness movement, and somehow or other, I mean, and I said something to her also. And then she said, I said, but this is not high. I mean, I've been a member of the Hare Krishna movement for 30 years. It's not the movement, you don't know what the movement is. And then she said, do you think I'm lying? And I said, yes, I think you're lying. Then she became angry, and she went away, and I was also angry. But then, you know, with that strength, because I had, you know, I think it was appropriate anger, something, you know, so no one should blaspheme Krishna's movement like that. Then I just went up to the next, I think it was a woman and a daughter. I remember I had so much power! So I just took the book and the spot. They dare not take the book. So I mean, there was some strength in there. And then of course I got carried away. Now I think, now I'm a great devotee, and now I'm very, and then I think nothing happened. But that's not. We should also become angry with ourselves sometimes. It's good to become angry with our mind and with our, you know, our pride and false ego like that. That's also appropriate use of anger. And also here we see, if you get back to the potatoes, actually they have Prabhupada in the previous verse, he talks about that if the earth becomes covered with useless trees, then these trees can be cleared for food production, for growing food. There are many trees that are useful. They grow. It's nice not to have competition in lecturing. So there are many trees that grow nice fruits, nice flowers. They're useful, but also there are many trees that are not simply basically valueless. And Prabhupada actually writes, these trees can be cut and used for fuel, and the land can be used for food production. So that's actually, so it would seem there's nothing wrong with the potatoes wanting to clear the land for food production and so on. So again, I mean, I don't know, I'm not going to pass judgment that the potatoes they have become hard-hearted due to too much austerity. I don't know. But Prabhupada, he uses this context to point out the connection between austerity and anger, and that if anyone but devotees performing austerity, they actually also become angry, and that nullifies their austerity. Basically, it means that their austerity doesn't have any value because it's completely ruined by their anger. It may have some material value, but spiritually it actually will be the cause of their destruction. Hiranyakashipu and Ravana, of course, performed austerities. They also got results of their austerities, but because of the anger and the hard-heartedness their austerities had caused, then it was completely the cause of their destruction. Anger is the most dangerous quality. That's one thing that we have to be aware of. Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, Kama Esha, Krodha Esha, Raja Samudbhava, Mahashano, Mahabhava, Vidyanam Iha Vairinam. Very famous verse that the all-devouring, sinful enemy of this world is lust, which transforms into anger. And that is what is destroying, everyone's lives, everyone's, the whole world is being destroyed because of that. Anger is it's an advanced state of frustration of desires. That's what anger actually is. Krishna also says in Bhagavad Gita, Jayato Visyanipum Sankas Teshtuva Jayate Sankat Sanjayate Kama Kama Krodha Vidyayate Krodha Bhavisa Samoha Samoha Smiti Vikrama Smiti Brahmasi Purinasho Purinasha Pranashyati. Very nice psychology, where Krishna says that by contemplating the sense objects, then one develops attachment for these sense objects, and from attachment then desire arises. And desire or lust causes anger, because in this verse the step that one step is skipped, or is kind of implied, understood. Frustration, the desires will not be satisfied. That's the nature of material desires. They will not be satisfied. Whether one gets what one is craving for or not doesn't actually make a difference. One will not be satisfied, because even if one gets the material objects, they don't satisfy. So if one has material desires, one is bound to become frustrated. And this frustration leads to anger. One is angry, why did I get my desires satisfied? And then the next is Krodha Bhavita Samoha. Anger leads to illusion. That is complete illusion. One at this point, when anger comes, then one loses all sense of perspective. Things get completely blown out of proportion, and the insignificant becomes very big and important, and the important things they don't seem important at all. It's in anger, one will kill and beat and destroy. Someone said something, someone called me something. That becomes very important, very big thing, and I'm willing to go and in anger, take revenge against that person, somehow or other beat him up, destroy him because he said something, he criticized my nose or something like that, so that becomes and that it simply completely ruins my life. I get involved, pulled down to a level where why should I get dragged down to such a level? And ultimately, the big things are really that we're becoming old, diseased, and we're going to die. What about the next life? That's what we should be worried about. These are the real big things, but they seem very small when one's vision is completely twisted by anger, and so much destruction takes place because of that. Whole wars are based on sometimes one man, two persons being angry, and they will take millions and thousands and millions of people into wars and cause immense destruction because of this anger. It's there are many examples. I came across one example. There was a war between France and Germany in 1872, 71, 72, where France was practically destroyed. Germany crossed France at that time, and of course that was diplomacy. There was the German statesman Bismarck. He's actually the founder of modern Germany. He played on that. There was a letter sent from, I don't know, Germany was only one nation, but actually that war united Germany. Before that, Germany was not one political unit. So there was Prussia and there was different other nations. And Bismarck was, I think he was a leader of Prussia. And so one letter from, not emperor, but some kind of nobility or king like that was sent from him to Emperor Napoleon III. It was France at that time was ruled by Napoleon, not the first Napoleon, but Napoleon III. But Bismarck, he got the letter from this king, and he changed the letter, changed the wording, not the content, but he changed the wording so it becomes somewhat offensive, and that was sent to Napoleon III. And when he read that, he became furious, and just because that, and he declared war against Germany. Because he was offended and became angry. And because he thought France was stronger. Actually, they were not. They were very quickly. Germany, they crossed France and actually they captured Napoleon alive and his whole army and like that. It was completely balanced. But anyway, the First World War was based on anger. Austria being angry at the killing of their, you know this incident from Sarajevo. How its First World War started. Since I was in Bosnia this summer, then somehow I also came across that incident. And it was not that there wasn't that Serbia, which was called that time, was actually inimical towards Austria as such. There were some terrorists or some underground groups that were trying to, and they were the ones who killed the crown prince and his wife. And actually, but somehow or other in Austria they became so angry that they ultimately just occupied Serbia and declared war against Russia and like that, and they were crushed. Also, Austria was after that. Austria stopped existing as a superpower. Anyway, I think the point is clear. Anger is extremely destructive force. And as Krishna says, I was just looking for that, I forgot the Sanskrit, but he says we should avoid, the three enemies we should avoid. Everyone knows these three enemies?
Lust, anger, greed.
Lust, anger, and greed, yeah. Trividam narikashidam dvaram nasham atmana kama krodha tatado vas tasmad etam strayam chadyet. There are three gates leading to this hell, to demoniac life.